Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today I have nothing on my desk other than a stamp set framed all around. I want to make a card. I have visions in my brain of what the card is going to look like, so I'm going to do it together. So I have got some basic white, but I also wanted, oh, I'll have to get it out. Smoky slate. Here we go. Right, I've got some smoky slate as well. So I'm going to cut a card base. It doesn't matter what size you cut your card bases. I'm just going to go with the standard that I use. So it could be, if you start with 8.5 by 11, you cut your cardstock in half and score it in half. If you work in 12 by 12 and you cut yours in half and score it in half, it is entirely up to you. I'm making a standard card base that I work with. Perhaps you work in, you make 6 by 6 cards. All I'm doing is I'm putting a 1/2 centimetre border around my card. So just like that. 1/2 centimetre border. You can't see it. There you go. And then I'm going to cut another panel down and I'm going to take that 2 centimetres smaller. And then this one will be 1 centimetre smaller. No, it's not. It's going to be 1/2 centimetre smaller. 1, 2, so that should be there. Fingers crossed. Yes. So that's given me the same border around this bit as around there, but then I've got a bigger border around there. It's going to make sense. Well, I hope so anyway. Right, so this is the one I'm going to stamp on, and I can visualise these two kind of climbing up the side of the bit of cardstock. I probably ought to have scratch paper, but I haven't got any. So, and I saw this really good tip. Do I have a Sharpie? No. Do I have these? It was Lisa Curcio gave us a brilliant tip of drawing round with a Sharpie, drawing round the images on the back of the, not the thin plastic, the thick plastic. You draw around the image on the back of it with a Sharpie. These are, you know, these are permanent-ish markers, so that when you peel it off, I'll get a couple of blocks out, hopefully the right side, throw them on the floor, that's the right side, get this one off the floor. When you peel the backing off and you peel out the one you want, you know where to put it back, because the Sharpie image is there, so you know where to put it back. I thought that was genius. Thank you, Lisa. I've seen lots of tips. I've seen tips of leaving everything intact on the original sheet, putting stays on them, not stays on, like a black on it, and then stamping onto the inside of this. All sorts, but I like this one. I thought that was very clever. Where am I going with this? I'm going, do I want, no, I don't want grey granite. I'm not sure if I want smoky slate or if I want basic grey. There we go. And I do need some scratch paper. Let's get it out from underneath all my stuff. Stamp the newness off. That's very pale. Okay, let's try it with basic grey. I like the basic grey actually. So I'm kind of trailing this ish up the side. And it's going to go around the corner a little bit, but that's okay. Do I want that in the same dark, or do I want it stamped off? I don't know. Let's go stamped off. So that's how I'm looking so far. Don't like that, no. Let's use the emergency reverse. This is in case of emergency, use the back of your card. So that's sort of kind of gone round the corner a bit. That's better. Okay, so I want to let that dry down a little bit, but I want one of my sentiments. So what have we got? I want the one that says sending wishes for the happiest birthday, which is this one. So I'm going to quickly outline that. I have about 1,000 Sharpies downstairs. When I cook for the family, there's always extra meals, and I plate them up for Luke, who's my uni student son, and I bag them, and then I Sharpie them. Yep. So I've got a bazillion Sharpies downstairs, just not up here. So this is all basic grey, and then what I want to do is I want to pick out some colours. What colours do I want? And I've got my Wink of Stella. Yeah, that's all good to go. What colours do I want? I don't know. This is me thinking on the job. What did I say the other day I hadn't used for ages? Blueberry bushel. So I've got some blueberry bushel there. I'm going to take a tiny ink pad. No, it's not an ink pad at all. It is a block. I'm going to pick up some colour. Oh, that's quite dark. That's darker than I wanted it to be, so I'm going to brush off quite a bit. Probably can't see that. Let's come and zoom right in. And I'm just painting in these flower petals, which are very pretty and a nice delicate shape. I love doing this with Wink of Stella. I think it's a lot of fun. And does it take patience? Yeah, that's okay. So clean that up, and then tissue's handy. Clean my block off. Oh look, I forgot to do those little heads there. Got little buds there. Oh well. And then I'm going to bring in a green, garden green. Do exactly the same. Oh. Just ink up my block and smush it around again. And again, that's a little bit too dark. That's okay. And paint in these leaves here. I want to make slightly darker than the ones that are trailing up the side. It's a oh, you didn't see any of that. Oh. And then, yeah, I want these ones to be slightly paler, and it will go paler as I colour and as the ink sort of runs out on the brush tip. And you just get the variegated colours then, don't you? And all of it will have a nice little glittery overview as well. So So I'm just going to keep brushing away. I wibbled a few lines there, but you know, we don't mind too much. Dab some more off. And you can obviously do this in any colours, and if you are, whoops, if you are handy with a pair of scissors, you could die cut, hand cut some bits out. And I put blueberry bushel away, didn't I? I wonder if I can pick some of it up that's on my tissue, just to fill in those. I can. That's quite sweet, isn't it? And hopefully you can see the glitter. You can probably see the light changing on it more so than the glitter. Okay, zoom back out. So that's all. My brush is now cleaned up. I've got quite the mess on my desk. So let's move that out of the way. And I can build up my card now. I'm just going to clean this up, because I'm going to make an inky mess otherwise. And I'm just going to put all of my layers together. And then this one. It's being too violent on this grey. There we go. Put that one in the middle. And then I'm just going to finish it off with, I have these, which I think are maybe a little too dark, but these are Moody Palette Glossy Dots. And if I could locate a paper here, so here's one. I think maybe the greens. So I'm going to take one big one and two of the smaller ones. And that is my card finished. It's all shimmery and shiny and very, very pretty. And I think it's lovely. And hope you find this tip useful. Like I say, I can't take credit for it. I think it's genius though. Anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me. Hope to speak to you very soon. Bye.